Introduction. The unthinkable event. Oxygen is an invisible yet essential gas that makes up about 21% of Earth's atmosphere. It's not just something we breathe. It plays a crucial role in maintaining air pressure, keeping the ozone layer intact, and forming key compounds like water and carbon dioxide. But what if, for just 5 seconds, all the oxygen on Earth vanished? It might sound like a short duration, but the consequences would be catastrophic and instantaneous. Immediate effects on humans. Within 1 second of oxygen disappearing, the air around us would lose 21% of its total volume, leading to a sudden drop in pressure. This would feel like going from sea level to the top of Mount Everest in an instant. Eardrums would rupture as the pressure inside our bodies remains the same while the external air pressure drops dramatically. People standing near water bodies would be exposed to intense ultraviolet radiation. The ozone layer, which protects us from harmful UV rays, is made up of oxygen molecules. Without them, the sun's radiation would hit us directly. Effects within 3 seconds. Since hemoglobin in our blood needs oxygen to function, people would start experiencing temporary vision loss and dizziness due to lack of oxygen reaching the brain. Some might collapse as their bodies struggle to cope with the sudden oxygen depletion. Destruction of infrastructure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more crazy science facts that will change the way you see the world. Oxygen plays a hidden but critical role in many materials that form modern infrastructure. Concrete buildings and structures would start disintegrating. Oxygen acts as a key binding agent in concrete, and without it, buildings, roads, and bridges would turn to dust. Metals would fuse together instantly. Normally, oxidation forms a protective layer on metals that prevents direct bonding. Without oxygen, metals would lose this barrier, making them behave as if they were freshly welded. Airplanes and cars with combustion engines would stop working. Without oxygen, fuel combustion is impossible. Airplanes in mid-flight would plummet, and cars on the road would come to an abrupt halt. Environmental catastrophe. The sky would turn completely black, even in the middle of the day. Usually, sunlight scatters through oxygen and nitrogen molecules, creating the blue sky we see. Without oxygen, the sky would look pitch black, similar to how space appears. All water bodies would start evaporating. Since water is made up of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom, HO, without oxygen, the molecular bonds would break apart, leading to rapid evaporation. Oceans, lakes, and rivers would disappear into steam. The Earth's crust would collapse. About 45% of the Earth's crust is made of oxygen, forming minerals like quartz, feldspar, and silica. Without oxygen, these minerals would destabilize, leading to massive geological shifts. The return of oxygen, too late for some. After 5 seconds, oxygen returns. However, the damage is irreversible. Many people would have suffered permanent hearing damage due to the rapid pressure drop. Structures made of concrete would remain destroyed. The environment would take years to recover from the UV radiation damage. The world's oceans and lakes would need to reform from hydrogen recombining with oxygen, which wouldn't happen instantly. Essentially, even though the oxygen returned, the world as we know it would never be the same again. Conclusion and call to action. This scenario may seem far-fetched, but it highlights just how dependent we are on something we take for granted. Oxygen is not just about breathing, it holds our planet together. If you found this mind-blowing, let us know in the comments. What would be the first thing you'd do if you survived this event?